He's wisely going hard into wood. You can see the berries over here. Why is he not gathering food? I just walked them past the Ottoman base. Maybe we should attack. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Glad you're tuning in for some more Age of Empires here. It's more 2v2s. We've managed to make it up into the Platinum range. We're continuing our play as the English, and we have a Malian ally who has just scouted the Abbasid opponent, and we have a Rus opponent over here. My ally is Zeus. Looks like we're up against Arthopex and Honorificus. Beginning of this game, I totally forgot that I was playing against the Rus. I've seen so little Rus in the matchmaking pool. My Malian ally is wisely shooting down these deer. Me, it's totally slipped my mind. I haven't even realized that I'm supposed to be hunting these deer. So, bit of an issue there, but means a lot of extra gold going the way of our Rus opponent. But, I mean, there's not much stopping it. I feel like on these larger maps, when you play against the Rus, what can you really do? And yeah, I can hunt down these packs, but there's so many deer out on the map that the opponent's going to get it pretty much regardless. Now we're scouting around because we're almost aged up, and we really want to put on pressure, but we're trying to identify where we can apply that pressure. Personally, I'm not a big fan of attacking the Rus early on. They can have very condensed bases. They've typically gathered up a lot of sheep because of their additional scouts. Their wood line is usually covered by a wooden fortress. And for gold, they don't even really need to gather it. They can just trade from their the Golden Gate. Oh, and my ally... Okay, good. There's the Saharan Trade Network, looking good. So we're going to be applying pressure to this Abbasid opponent. Stone is over here. We should probably identify if he is gathering from it. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to target down villagers on these berries. Here we go. Ally last to age up. Maybe a 5-minute, 45-second age up. That's a really late age up for my ally. Taking shots on these. Oh, too short. Damn. Really needed to take out those villagers. We'll probably put a outpost here, and we need to rotate our longbowmen around the side here. See if we can't find more targets. There's nothing on the gold. And there's the stables. No surprise there. We are the English. They're going to be making stables and horsemen to deal with my longbowmen. Now I'm looking for more villagers to kill, but I don't want to commit too hard because there are horsemen here. I want to get my spearmen involved. Really need to bring them down. Yep, there's some more here. Good. And we should keep producing them when we can. We're getting wheelbarrow on the back of this. And now we've identified some villagers. We'll probably start shooting away on this wood line. Yep, there we go. Don't want to come too close or else we're going to get targeted by the town center. And yep, here come the horsemen. He's going to back away once the spearman shows up. There we go. Just need to wedge our longbowman here. But I did some poor targeting here. I accidentally clicked on different villagers and we ended up dealing like... okay, no, we got the 2 there. That's pretty good. So we got 2 villagers there. We're taking a few shots here. Would love to... Okay, there is an archery range on the back. Looks like this opponent is quickly militarizing. They're able to gather from these sheep, so we're not actually dealing all that much damage. It's like right here, we need to keep rotating. We need to keep rotating. This outpost, we're denying this food. Oh, we should probably double back, or at least get some more units over here, but a counterattack is already on the way. Early knights from our Rus opponent have showed up in my base. I don't have a barracks back here, so we're going to rush one up. We'll probably start rallying spearmen from this forward barracks back into my base. Still looking for targets. We really need to... Okay, we're putting a arrow slits enhancement here. That'll eventually take care of those villagers. But here comes some of the horsemen. Probably going to target down my villager. Yep, there it is. Ouch. And yeah, we're going to lose more of our spearmen. And we're losing villagers because of these early knights from the Rus opponent. My ally has pretty much been given a free game. I'm kind of taking on two opponents at the same time here. Should really retreat our forces. Second town center is up for the Abbasid player. Not sure when he got it up. Probably rushed it immediately. So our 2 villager kills probably didn't do much. His income, it's okay, but my income is destroyed because of these knights. He's wisely sending the injured ones back. He's microing his knights back and forth. And now he's getting on top of my villagers who don't have the textiles upgrade just yet. Good kill there. I like that the English town center double fires, but yeah, we're losing villagers. And there's even more knights coming in. What can we do against this? We need support from our ally. Looks like he's going up to the castle age. And I'm just not able to really get off the ground here. We're hanging out in this stealth forest here. Would love to see us go for these villagers or this villager building a wall here. Lots of injured villagers going for stone. A little exposed here. We really should be condensing. And yep, here come more of these knights. All right, free villager kill there. But now he knows that my units are here. And yeah, he's targeting my injured villagers. Ouch. So my income is destroyed. The Abbasid player is going to clean up my units. Ally makes it to the castle age, but I'm crippled. I can't do anything. Wisely targeting down the archers with my longbowmen. Should probably go for these villagers next. But yeah, the Abbasid player is going to just clean up my forces. I can't do anything here. Ally is sending in some scouts, I guess. This is his first military unit building. His Farimba garrison was the first military building he built. I'm just not getting support from my ally at all. So I'm just going to keep losing villagers, and things are looking rough. We'll speed things up here. It's pretty much just me losing villagers to knights for a while here. I can't get any support from my ally. And he is making the right thing. I mean, he's making Musafati warriors. But yeah, as you can see, we just can't stabilize. And it looks like, yeah, the Abbasid player is moving out now. See, income, Zeus certainly has it, but the Abbasid player is gathering even more and likely going for more town centers or perhaps a keep. Finally, my ally arrives and is able to scare those knights away. But yeah, they're just going to come right back. We just don't have the speed to deal with them. We need maybe crossbowmen. I mean, these knights are just so tanky. Looks like he even gave them their ranged armor. Here comes the Abbasid player. Looking to get these pit mines destroyed so that my ally doesn't have as much income. Ally decides to attack the Rus player. I don't know about that. Rus are a very defensive civilization. They'll probably do well defending. And now these horsemen are just kind of looking for targets. I like the Donzos. Good choice there. All right, his units have made it to the front, but they're not doing anything. Back here, mostly engaging with these archers. Glad he's got these Donzos. He could use some javelin throwers. Okay, here he is, moving in on the Rus player. I like seeing this. Good villager kills here. taking a lot of arrow fire. Musafati battling it out with the knights. They do bonus damage to the knights, so I love seeing this, but it's just too many knights. We need maybe twice as many Musafati, or maybe some Donzos in the mix. These javelin throwers aren't really doing any damage to these early knights. We're trying to gather up enough stone to get our second town center down, but even then, we're going to be so far behind. Rus player's in the Castle Age. My Malian ally is in the Castle Age. We're kind of waiting on the Abbasid player to get up to the Castle Age, but that should come shortly. Considering the 2 town centers, it'll just be a slight delay. But the economy is roaring for this Abbasid player. Just look at that. So much wood coming in. Just needs to make maybe a farm transition. Ally is gathering no food. Wow. That's tough. Getting out those villagers. Probably would like to see continual villager production here. But I don't think he can because he has no food. The lack of food means no villagers. Yeah, he can produce military units from the Farimba garrison using gold, but without food, he can't make villagers. Okay, there we go. Now we got some more villagers queued up. We're getting textiles to try and give our villagers a little bit more resilience. And we tried to set up a forward outpost and lost a bunch of villagers trying to do it. Now we need to defend this area because my allies' villagers are here, and so are my own. All we can defend with are hardened spearmen. We're nowhere near making it to the Castle Age, and now the Abbasid opponent makes it to the Castle Age. Things are looking rough. I'm glad we've got all these spearmen. Glad we're going to solidify this. Yep, we need that attack speed bonus. But yep, more villagers gain targeted. Glad we got the textiles upgrade. And I'm glad to see my ally here trying to take them on. We're doing good work against all this cavalry. Oh, but more villager kills over here, I'm sure. Ouch. Oh, okay. Looks like a spearman I sent out got a villager kill. Love it. You can see my income. I mean, the Abbasid player is nearly double or triple it. My ally is still struggling to gather resources. It's not looking good. I think the game went pretty downhill when my attack against the Abbasid player was not successful. Sure, we scared him off the berries, but he could just gather sheep. Sure, we scared him off the gold, but an Abbasid player can always instead pivot to stone and get a second town center down and just say, I'll get a late Castle Age, which is what happened. And sure, maybe we got 3-4 villager kills from that attack with my longbowman. The issue was we were going across map. It's a very long route. Lots of travel time to get all the way over to this Abbasid opponent. And really, I think these were civs that do well against early harassment. I think the Rus are incredibly effective versus early harassment. And they have a really good counterattack, what with those early knights charging into my base. And yeah, against the Abbasid, they can always fall back to a plan B where they don't need gold and instead just gather up stone and expand. Also, maybe my ally could have assisted me a little earlier. I think he played very greedy, and my early harassment kind of caused the opponents to put down military structures and actually like battle it out. And that kind of led to my... I mean, I don't blame my ally for getting a little greedy considering I was doing early harassment, but if he's not ready to deal with a counterattack against me, then that's just going to completely ruin my early game. I'm not sure what could have been done differently here. Maybe I should have simply accepted that it was going to be a match where I wasn't going to be able to harass early on, or maybe after seeing how well the Abbasid player was responding, we could have played a little more defensively. I think maybe it was a map issue. Seeing how far our bases are from each other on this map, it's making me think that we should reserve our English early play style with. I think we should save it for smaller maps, because if it doesn't work out, this is the result. Me getting harassed by knights, my ally following a game plan that doesn't end up serving me, and we just kind of lose in the long run. I could have played it sort of an English defensive build and played it economically, but I think in the future when we play on maps like this in team games, I'm thinking I may just go Chinese or Abbasid and save the English for maps like Hideout or maybe, and to be honest, it could have been a matchup issue less than the map. I mean, I can't harass Rus. That's just the simple matter of it. There's no harassing a Rus player as the English. They're just going to completely turtle up. They'll make a few knights, and you'll just be destroyed, essentially. It was an educational game. I was sad that I wasn't able to really get my early attack or my early harassment to accomplish anything, but we learned a lot. We're going to watch out for these counter plays from the allied opponent. So if I do early harassment as the English, we need to remember if our ally's just going to be greeting, we're on our own if there's a counterattack. So we need to be able to just turtle up if we need to. And turtling up means probably abandoning this stone or putting an outpost near it, probably. I could abandon the gold mine and instead just gather stone. Take a lesson from the Abbasid player here. Just say, all right, if I'm under harassment or I'm under attack, forget about the gold. We'll just gather from the stone with an outpost near it. And I have to surrender. I just couldn't really get off the ground, and my ally was just losing too many units. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. We'll be back for some more 2v2 in the future, and I'll catch you for the next one. See you there.